going down like the Titanic.
Terrible.
Oh my god.
Terrifying. Rare, please add more content, please. Please, Rare, please. We're gonna die, please, Rare. Oh, Jesus Christ, Rare, please, no. Hey everybody, welcome back to another video. My name is Vanix, and today I wanted to give you guys a little bit of context about the video that's up ahead. It's a little bit of a longer one, so you probably aren't going to watch the whole thing, but I do want to give you a little bit of an idea of what it is. So me and my pal Ferdy Nudie, we had a little bit of a discussion about some of the possible updates that Rare could implement into the game, the content updates, ideas to improve the game in the future, not just bug fixes, just actual content updates. And a lot of these were brought up by community members, so these are community ideas generally, and I will link in the description with where I got all that from. All right, so I do want to know what you guys think about all of this stuff. If you agree with us, if you have any other ideas for what CFDs could offer in the future, just post down in the comments below. Other than that, let's get right into the video, all right?
I'm not gonna lie, I complained about this game a lot, and I know it doesn't have a lot of content, but when I was away, whenever I was like not doing something at the convention and I was sitting around just waiting, I feel like Thieves.
I feel like something that's cool about this game and that nobody's really talking about is, like, I kind of hope that this game is, like, run by the players. You know, because, like, Rare has been, like, they've said that they were really, like, you know, listening to the player base and stuff like that. Like, I feel like, remember they made that big poll or whatever with, like, 33 different options where people just, like, started, like, voting what they thought they wanted to add into the game? That Bob linked it. I was like, that would be really cool if Rare just looks at this and they say, all right, these are the 4 things. These are the 4 most important things the players want. And then they just add those. And then they go to the next things.
What kind of things were on that list? Because I didn't get to look at it.
Here, I can go find it. But it was, like, it's pretty detailed. Like,
I want to vote.
I didn't vote. I didn't vote because I feel like my vote doesn't really matter in the long scale, so I don't care. Give a the problem is I like all of them. I liked every single option because I'd rather have everything that was on there. Okay, everything that they listed was great.
Reading some of the things that they have on there. The Pirate Code. Article 1, the seas call to us all. Article 2, the seas unite us as one community. Article 3. All right. Disputes are settled upon the waves.
Okay, so these are the things. I'll read them off to you. There's some small text on here. So there are A through X. What is the number for X? Like, how many letters is that? If you get to X,
well, I mean,
Y, Z. So that means it's like 24.
2 letters less than 24. Yeah.
All right, so there's 24 different things you can vote for, and honestly, I like most of these. I'd have a hard time picking my favorite 3. So, A is sailing hazards, such as ships catching fire, falling masts, and sail damage.
Ooh, the falling masts, I would say yes, because
like these are just
that's
just something in the game where it's like, how can I vote for anything because I would want that? I just want, like, eventually over time that sounds like awesome content to add, you know. It's like,
I'm hoping that they see like what players' opinions are of these things, and if there's a lot of them that are like really liked, like
it's crazy because like most of these things are like everybody's like, what can they add, how can they add more content? This whole list tells you how they can add more content. There's 24 different options. So B is,
can you only vote for 3 things, or are you able to just
it's just three things per people. I didn't vote, like I said. So B is ship types, such as 3-player ship, a brig, a junk, a frigate, man of war, and a 6-player ship. So like just ship types, just extra ships is what that is. C is ship customization, so hull choices, interior customization, and weaponry side grades. So
pretty good. I mean, it's more fluff, but I would like it.
Yeah, I mean, that's what we need, though, fluff. Yeah. D is tools and gadgets. D is tools and gadgets, such as grapples, harpoons, ropes, painting canvases, instruments, and flags.
Flags, yes.
I think it's like I said, maybe it's not
like grapple hooks. Like
No, they're grapples. They're not hooks. Like say you get a grapple and you kind of like have to swing it around and like throw it up to like climb up a cliff or something. It would be it would definitely be very. It would be more involved than shoot at target and then pull yourself real fast. Like it would.
Yeah.
Like I know like TF2's grapples are fucking cancer. Like I can't believe they added them.
I haven't played since then. I don't even know.
So E is weaponry and combat, such as boarding axes, improved swordplay, mountain blade, and dual-wield pistols. And those are just examples of things they can add.
I don't know about that one.
It's just like additional stuff. F would be quest types, such as new trading companies, different quest motivations, and new quest systems.
Yes.
Yeah. G is sea creatures such as whales, sea serpents, mermaid enemies, and sea monsters.
Yeah, I want more than just a kraken. I would fucking love to see a goddamn whale.
Dude, a sea serpent? Dude,
yeah.
Dude, just more wildlife.
Ocean, I would
dude, more wildlife would be amazing. Like
yeah. Interactable wildlife. Also, like if you get like whales, or if you would even get like more that you can do with sharks.
Yeah, dude, just whale whale hunting or shark hunting or something.
Whaling or
you get a shark, you get a harpoon gun. You have to capture whales or whatever.
Like the trading company needs you to go out and like get like the blubber of a whale, or go like fucking get the tooth of a shark.
Yeah. H is map size and exploration, expanded map size, new island and island type, cities, unique discoveries.
Yes.
I do like the idea of cities and unique discoveries, but
I don't know about.
I think for the content update, I think we can hold off on the size of the map, because I think we need more to do before there's more to go to. I wouldn't mind a city. I would not mind like a city, like a hub world. Like definitely, like I would love it, especially if there was like if you had to teleport to it, that would be fine. Like you just teleport to a hub world where you can't fight people, but you all just kind of run around and you know do whatever.
I wouldn't like that.
You wouldn't?
I don't think I would like a hub world. I think I would just like a I don't know.
You don't want like a hub sea shanty town that you just like teleport to?
No, I just think that the outposts should be that. Like they should be a hub sea shanty town.
Well, they can't do that because the outposts, like they can't make safe zones in the game. Like they've already decided they can.
Safe zones. You can be violent in these zones, but like you'll be attacked by the native populace. That doesn't make it a safe zone. It just makes it it makes it like a risk reward thing. Like yeah, you could attack someone turning in all their stuff, but then the entire island will also be out for you. And by entire island, I mean the same regards as like when you take a fucking one of those raid outposts, or one of those what is it called, the skeleton things.
So I is main story questline. So a more structured, narrative-driven questline, and Bob voted for that one, and I don't think this game needs a main story. He said that he voted for things that would make this game more of an MMO, and this game is not an MMO.
Yeah.
I don't think it. Like, yeah, it has some things that make it kind of like an MMO, but not really. J, environmental phenomenon. So you have maelstroms, water spouts sailing off the edge of the earth. That's kind of weird.
That one sounds cool. Like, instead of just hitting the edge of the map and just getting, like... Oh, you know what would be fucking awesome is if you sail to the edge of the fucking world and you're just, like...
And your ship just falls off.
Yeah, well, that, but also, like, I would try to see how close I could get to the edge of the world and then, like... hit the anchor, do a hard turn, and see if we could outrace it to get back.
Dude, that's amazing.
That
would be amazing, but that would be so hard to like program, dude.
That would be fucking awesome. Imagine like literally the scene from Pirates of the Caribbean at World's End, like actually that scene.
K is wildlife, so animals, panthers, monkeys, large fish, whales, alligators.
Yeah, more creatures, please. Always welcome.
Yeah. Mini games. That's L. Mini games, so dice, table games, flipping coin.
Fucking dice games? Yeah. Oh my god, having literally like, I've been saying this ever since the beginning of the game. The tavern is so fucking empty.
Well, not just like what if everybody had like a cup of dice as a tool, and then you could just roll it and it would roll on the ground like a, you know.
Yeah.
You just roll roll your dice onto the deck, and then, you know.
You play dice games while going back and forth between quests.
Yeah. Okay. Roll for how successful this quest will be, and we got a 2.
Or we could also play like actual like dice games like
Yeah.
Liar's Dice, like the pirate game Liar's Dice.
M is fishing, just fishing. I don't know how I feel about fishing. I don't feel like it's like really a pirate thing.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of fishing. I mean, to get more stuff in the game, maybe to give an alternative food source, so you can just, instead of having to look for bananas all the time while you're sailing, when you're not looking for bananas, you can fish off the edge of the ship to see if you can get fish. But I mean, I don't know. Take it or leave it.
Yeah. N is Cosmetic Variety, expansion of store inventories to include a wider variety of skins, which I think everybody kind of wants. I think if they didn't add more of that, it would be boring as fuck. Like, if anything, just add the ability to just paint your clothing. Like, I like this outfit, but can I get it in a blue? Like, can I just paint it a different color? Like, you can.
Yeah, I think color variation would be nice.
Color variation would be nice.
I don't so much think that we need like.
We don't need like a whole fucking crazy ass. Like, obviously, eventually, like every now and again, you can throw in a new like set of armor, but like, you know, just color. Make it so that we're not all the same. You know, if we can just choose from an RGB wheel of like 12 different colors, and hey, look, now we're.
Even what if you have to like pay to change it? Like,
yeah. So what I thought is like, say you spend like $10,000. Spend 10,000 gold to buy some pants, and then you go to another place and you spend 2,000 to repaint it.
Yeah.
And there you go. And you got different colored pants. If you want to paint it again, you got to go back to the tailor.
And then you go to the tailor, and the tailor's like, "Oh, how can I help you?" And he dyes your fucking.
Yeah. So O is player factions and clans, player organizations, clan territory battles, in-game clan systems.
I don't like the idea of like more than just one ship teaming up.
I mean, I like the idea of territory battle. Like, I like the idea. I don't think it would fit in the game as it stands right now. They'd have to do a big ass update to do that. I don't know how they would do it, but I do think if you had a clan of like 3 ships, that'd be awesome as fuck.
The idea is interesting, but also that would automatically put certain like. For a new player, they would automatically be at a disadvantage.
That's true, but
I don't know. The point of this game is to make sure that like everyone's on a level.
But I think if we can ever get to a point where you can have friendly ship battle, like you can have a ship battle where you have 3 people on your team and the enemy has 3 people. I think that would be really cool when you just have like all these ships that are all turning. Some of them are crashing into each other. 2 of them are out on the side shooting cannonballs back and forth. You know, it's just fucking total chaos. Who's gonna come out on top? Which ships are gonna go down first? You know, I think that would be awesome.
As like a as specifically like as a battle royale, or like you
I don't know about battle royale, but just kind of like. You know, I don't know. I don't know how it would happen because as it stands right now, you have your ship and it's only your ship. And the server's going to shut down in 30 minutes, so we can't actually do anything. It's sad, but I'm still recording all of this, by the way, so that's kind of cool. What was I going to say? Yeah, so I think that, like, having that big battle system, that would be so cool in this game. That would be amazing.
I think a more complicated battle system would be interesting. The idea of clans doesn't sit well with me in this type of game because, like you said, clans are more of an MMO thing. This game is not an MMO.
Yeah.
I mean, it is an MMO in the sense of it's a multiplayer online game, but it's not massive multiplayer online.
Yeah, I told Bob that because there's servers and stuff. Yeah. I think the only way they would be able to do that is if they were to implement the hub world thing where everybody kind of groups up and like can talk to each other and whatever.
Yeah,
but in that way, then you would be able to you know.
Yeah. I'd be intrigued by the idea of like having naval battles of like, you know, there's three ships that represent the Spanish Armada, and there's 3 ships that represent the British Navy. Okay, here we go. Now you both have to, or all of you have to go, and whoever comes out on top wins. Whatever. That's an interesting idea to me. I kind of like that idea because I like those types of games that are like you're working together with other ships and kind of coordinating and coming up with strategy. But I think that would have to be a completely different game mode. Because I don't know how well that would work in just a normal game of...
Yeah, it's weird. It's weird to think how that would work. But I think, like I said, I think multiple people in a battle where you have allies. Like, I think it was amazing. I don't think you were there, but yeah, you weren't there when me and Bob, we did a skeleton fort. Well, one time we did a skeleton fort once by ourselves, and that was like, there were no issues. But another time we tried doing a skeleton fort, and we met this galleon, and actually no, you know what? It was two galleons, and they were fighting each other, and we came in and we helped one of the galleons sink the other one. And it turned out after we sunk that guy, the galleon that we helped out was like, hey, yo, guys, let's go do a skeleton fort. Like, thanks for the help. Let's go group up and do that. So we went over to the skeleton fort, and halfway through the skeleton fort, another fucking ship comes up and starts fighting us. So we both leave, you know, we both leave the skeleton fort, and we have this amazing, like, 3-person battle where, like, we had an ally on our side, and we're like, we can't shoot those guys, we gotta shoot those guys, you know?
Yeah.
And it was kind of amazing that I don't know.
That's interesting, and I like the idea of it. Also, I was here for that. I just wasn't in the game.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But like, I think that having a more, like, a better community system, or like a better way to interact with other players, to be like, hey, let's team up, without like specifically being like, okay, now you're like a crew of 3, or a convoy of 3 ships.
Yeah.
I like kind of the way it does it now, because it also gives like that like little twinge of like, oh, they could at any point accidentally shoot us or fuck us over.
Yeah.
As opposed to if it was an entire team, they would most likely incorporate a method to make sure that like you can't just fucking I don't know, like accidentally hit your ally ship. They would make it so that what is it called? Team killing isn't a thing. And I like the idea that like you have to be accurate. You have to be, oh hey, hello, on the chest. I don't know.
Okay. Yeah, I understand. It's like it's a weird addition to the game if they did add that.
I do like the idea. I think it's an interesting idea to add, but I feel like there's another way you could implement it that wouldn't require changing the current style too much, or the current.
Yeah. Okay. The next thing. I'll keep going a little bit.
Have you seen everything that's in here?
Yeah, I think so.
Do a quick double check.
Okay, so the next thing I would say is P is PvP bounty system. So that would entail a system for putting a reward on the heads of griefing / PvP players. Now, I talked to Bob about this one because I think it's an amazing idea.
We've already talked about this.
Yeah, I didn't know if you agreed with me, but like it's like if somebody's going around, and I don't really care about griefers really, but mainly people who are kind of shoot on sight type of people, and people who shoot on sight and win most of their battles. You know, those are the type of people who I would say deserve a bounty on their heads and like a reward where, like, if they go into a fight and somebody kills them, the people who successfully defended, they should get some kind of reward out of that. There should be some sort of incentive to defend yourself other than I don't want to lose my stuff. Yeah.
I mean,
because as it stands right now, if you want to be peaceful, if you want to do your PvE quests and you want to be nice to people and, you know, be friendly, you can do that. But if you get attacked, you know, you have to defend yourself.
We already had like a full conversation about how I voiced my opinion of like how there should be a system in place that like depending like there should be a what is it called? Like I used the word before. I can't remember what I used. It was something having to do with like a reputation bar. Like depending on like if you're a merchant and you don't fuck with anyone and you just kind of do your own shit, then you're like
Yeah, it would be
more on a good scale. Or if you just like go randomly to people, immediately attack them and just raid their shit.
Yeah,
or,
I
like,
think that would
steal from
definitely be
Like,
that could be more well implemented in ship types. So
Yeah.
like if you had a merchant ship, maybe you'd just sacrifice all cannons on your ship.
No, but, well, I don't mean like that, because I mean merchant ships in the past would have cannons to defend themselves. But like I mean more so like in terms of your not so much the ship, but like what you do if you're doing merchant quests and you aren't agitating anyone, then there wouldn't be a bounty on your skull. Therefore, you wouldn't be worth money. So if and you're transporting things that aren't worth a lot. So if someone went out of their way to fuck with you and take your shit, and all they got out of it was like a couple chickens, which aren't worth a lot, and they wouldn't get anything from killing you, they would put a bounty on their head to make them higher up. So it would have more incentive for, less incentive for people to pirate like merchants. Like
Yeah.
you could pirate that merchant ship, and maybe the guy on there has more than just merchant stuff. But if he's just a merchant, you get nothing, virtually nothing. Plus you have a bounty on your head, and now you're being hunted.
Yeah.
But there are some people who would like the excitement of that. Like, I mean, sometimes I would want to, like, fuck with people and get a bounty on my head just to see how far you could get.
Yeah.
How big could
It's like
your bounty
GTA,
be?
you know, like fucking that 5-star wanted level.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I don't know. I definitely feel like people should be rewarded for winning fights, but they shouldn't be rewarded for constantly picking fights.
Yeah.
Kind of like,
If anything, you should
because
be
as it
punished
stands
for
right now,
constantly.
if you I don't know, there's not enough risk reward for players who don't have anything on their ship. So, because when I leave an outpost and I don't have anything, I'll just fucking fight anyone, dude. There's no
exactly,
reason
yeah.
for me to question it. It's like, I don't have anything on me. If we lose this fight, so what? I'm gonna end up a couple islands away. Like, who gives a shit? I'm not gonna lose anything. There's no reason for me to care about losing, you know? Whoops.
Hey, bumped it a little. We'll buff out those scratches, Captain.
Yeah, so there's no reason for me to care. There's no reason for me to care.
It's true.
And I feel like they need to add some sort of way to make people care about the fights they're getting into. And I think the bounty system might be helpful in that regard. Might kind of... I don't know how they would do it. I don't know if they'd just give a flat monetary reward, maybe another faction for bounty hunting or something. I don't know what it would be. Maybe I think I brought this up. Like, they could add, say, like, you know, the message in the bottles, right? Also, there's a sloop coming towards us, so there's probably going to be a lot of stuff going on.
Oh, let's do.
We're gonna be good guys. We're gonna be good guys. We're still talking,
I
dude.
hate being good guys.
We're gonna be good guys.
Are we talking in game right now?
I don't know. Maybe they're
Am I
probably turning
transmitting?
in. Let's be good. Let's be good friends. I don't know.
Am I
You are not.
transmitting?
You are not transmitting now.
What if they fire at us?
We'll go over here. We'll go to this side of the island. So we'll be nice people.
But I don't want to be
Alright.
a nice person because there's no system in place to stop me from being a bad person.
All right. Well, then go over and be a bad person, and we'll have it on video so we
Okay.
can prove to the community that this is too easy. We'll prove a point.
Thieves, this is what's wrong with this game.
This is what's wrong with
This
this
is
game. So
why-
we turned in everything right now. We have nothing on our ship. So Fruity, you go over there and cause some trouble with those guys. But while you do that, I'm going to bring up Q. We got character body customization. So that'll be an overhaul of the IPG, more control for players, wider variety of looks. Probably like hairstyles, hair colors, different body shapes and stuff. I know you want that. You want to get rid of your female character with their boobs and her beard and stuff.
Yeah, please. I would like to alter this. I don't want a randomly generated character every time
He
I go
admits
to
it.
play the game.
All right, are you over there right now? Are you looking at him?
Hello. Hello. How you doing, bud? I'm not gonna kill you, bud. I'm just saying hi. What's up? No, I fucking... Oh, run, because you're running in place right now. Oh, here, I'll bring it off your ship. I won't turn it in, though.
Better not steal it.
I won't, don't worry. I'm not gonna steal his shit. I'm gonna be nice. He was nice enough to talk to me, and I know he's doing a merchant quest, so I wouldn't even get that much for it.
You're such a good guy, dude.
Thanks. Oh, never mind. He has some stuff.
What does he have?
I'm gonna put it on the island for you.
What is it?
Okay, get the explosive barrels too. I'm planning on selling those.
Yeah, okay.
Oh my God.
I'm not turning it in. What? I said I wouldn't. I put it in front of the merchant.
The server's ending in 20 minutes.
Yeah, I know. I put it in front of the gold salesman. Yeah. I really want to turn it in, but I'm not gonna. He's a nice guy and he sounds like a fucking kid, so I'm not gonna shit on his dreams.
See, we're good people. Anyway, R is spells and potions. So you can cast unique effects, aging potion, healing, summon monsters.
I don't know about that. I mean, it'd be interesting to give like the soul people more things to do, but like you could just blow them up right now. Yeah, man. I could just blow him up right now. He's running with literally an explosion in his hand.
That's true. What a good guy. Dude, he's just trying to get his gold, man. So we're almost to the end. I'll make this fast before the server shuts down. We got S is NPC Enemies and Factions. So I like this one. This is Ghost Skeleton Ships, Navy Factions, and more NPC enemies.
Yep. That's fine. Enjoy. He's going shopping, apparently.
See, dude, he came up and he trusted us. He didn't fire at us.
Actually, I ran at him with a gun while he was carrying his chicken.
Oh, okay.
So he instinctively went, "Don't shoot me! Have a chicken, please." And I saw him with a chicken. I was like, I could totally kill. Yeah, he did. And I was like, I could totally fucking kill him right now. And I was like, no, I'm not gonna shoot you. You're fine. He's like, oh, thank God. If you would have killed this chicken, I would have fucking wept. It's like, all right. Yeah. I would have too.
I would have too. I would have felt fucking bad. All right. What do you feel about the ghost ships?
Oh, is that one of the things? Because I brought that up to somebody. Literally like a flying
NPC enemies. NPC enemies and factions. So you got skeleton ships, navy factions, and more NPC enemies.
That's the point.
No, we didn't just spawn. We were just like running around over here, kind of goofing off because we only had 20 minutes till the server, 15 minutes till the server shut down.
In 15 minutes.
Yeah, man. See,
we're loving that stuff I got. We have more money. I'm trying to get a full set of the, you know, the 30 pirate people. I forgot what they're called.
The build rats?
Yeah, those guys.
Yeah, it's a pretty good set.
Of their clothing.
I'm going sovereign,
I think it is,
dude.
but it's cost so much money. And tell me, what world does, you know, a pair of shoes cost 12,000 coins?
Sea of Thieves. It's a beautiful world, my friend.
Sea of Thieves, where the market. No, fucked.
Yeah, more than our own.
At least it's better than doing the Market Guild's quest. Those things are pretty much pay jack all and just, you know.
Well, if you do the merchant quest, they actually pay out the most, but they're a pain in the ass to fucking do.
Oh, that's the point. I mean, I got pigs. They didn't tell me. They don't tell me at all I have to feed the pigs.
You can shoot them right now.
I just assumed it was like some fun thing you
right
do.
Now.
Some cute thing.
Yeah. Anyway,
because of that, I lost 2 pigs when I was pretty much right there. Right in my hands.
I mean, he's a nice guy, but like.
Just leave. Just leave.
Oh, I'm gonna get off. The server's turning off anyway.
Yeah, we're
Yeah, dude,
Okay.
we're just gonna go to the server, the edge of the map. So.
You're not transmitting.
Why am I not?
Oh, well, his ship is being scuttled. Oh, no.
Oh no, what a poor guy. Alright, well, which way is the end of the map? We're at Sanctuary, so it's west. Alright. So, let's see what else we got here.
I was gonna say, literally every fucking thing you mentioned except for the hub world and the other thing that I didn't really like, has been something that I've either brought up in a conversation to you or to somebody else about how to improve this game. Every single one, I was like, if they added this, it would be fucking amazing.
Yeah. I do like the idea of a ghost, like, Flying Dutchman ship, kind of like a Kraken encounter, where, like, everything gets dark, the sky gets dark, only in the area that you're in, and then you see, like, out of, you know, off in the distance, you see a faint glow, which turns into, like, almost like a portal opening, where you see the Flying Dutchman ship kind of take shape and start sailing, like, to the side of you.
That was kind of the same thing as when I think I was talking with my other friend group I told you I met in this game. What I was talking to them about was, like, if you think of it like Legend of Zelda, where you're sailing along and then all of a sudden, like, the sea starts getting dark. Not red like the edge of the map, but like dark where you're like, oh shit, is there a Kraken? And then all of a sudden the horizon starts to disappear and the darkness starts to encroach and there's like a storm. And you're like, what the fuck? But there's no high waters, there's no thunder, it's just the storm environment. And then all of a sudden you just see a faint glow on, literally, this is what we had talked about. I said you see a faint glow on the horizon, and it's just the fucking ghost ship. And we were talking about whether or not it'd be a good idea to be able to, like, fight it, or if you sailed towards it, if you, like, just reappear somewhere else or something. Or if you get something for finding the ghost ship, since it would be so rare. Which would encourage people to, like, explore the sea more. Like, you want to find these weird random things because you can get rewarded for finding it.
Yeah, I also think if they did add it, I would want rewards from it, because right now, like, you find the Kraken, but again, it's just, I don't want my ship to sink. I need to defend myself. So there's no benefit to getting attacked by the Kraken and then killing it. I think if you gave a reward to the Kraken, like, there would be more people coming to the Kraken to kill it alongside you, and then maybe, like, you guys kill each other afterwards. But but it would be crazy. It would be amazing.
Yeah, here's another thing that my friend actually mentioned, because he's a big fan of Cthulhu. It would be fucking hilarious
if Cthulhu was in the game.
If there was a level of the Kraken, like if you would find the Kraken and the Kraken would show up. All of a sudden there's tentacles attacking you. You start attacking it like normal, but you're not doing a lot of damage to it, and you don't know why. All of a sudden, the fucking head of Cthulhu, like these red eyes attached to a fucking octopus, peek out of the water and stare directly at you, and you're like, oh shit, what do I do? And then everything blacks out, and you just reappear somewhere randomly on the map at the helm of the ship, and you're like, what the fuck just happened?
That would be amazing.
Madness.
Like a rare, like, maybe like once every 20 Kraken encounters that happens.
Yeah. It's just extremely rare to happen, but when it does happen, it doesn't damage your ship, you won't lose all your items, you'll just fucking be so confused. It will literally incur madness in your mind. You'll just be like, what the fuck happened? And now every time you see a Kraken from then on, you're gonna be like, is it Cthulhu? Is it Cthulhu?
Yeah, that'd be crazy.
Anyway, continue.
T is ghost ships and the Undead world. Now let me talk about this a little bit. So that's the expansion of the world, of the Ferry, of the Damned, and ghost ships. So this would be an idea for the hub world, because as it stands right now, the only place where you can't really kill anybody is the Ferry of the Damned. So if you were able to, say, use the Ferry of the Damned to get to the hub world, you know, you die, you get killed or whatever, and then you go to the hub world. Or, you know, you go to the Ferry of the Damned, and then you can either respawn on your ship or go to the hub world. You know, you can choose where you want to spawn.
Maybe. That's not a bad idea. If you did that, you'd have to scuttle your ship if you were choosing where to go. In which case, if you had anything on your ship, it'd be lost.
If you had any loot, you wouldn't be able to traverse items or whatever.
Yeah.
It's a weird concept. I don't know. There's not much to talk about it.
Now that you explained it that way, that there's like a separate world that is the ghost world, I mean, I'm more open to the idea of a hub world. Still think it would be strange to incorporate into this game, but if there was a separate plane of existence that allowed you to fucking interact with other people in an environment where you can't kill each other, which would make sense if it was the fucking spirit world, then I might be open to it.
Yeah, it does make a little bit more sense if it's the spirit world.
Yeah.
U is player economy and trading. Now, this is a weird one. I don't know how trading... I've heard a lot of things about trading. I'm not sure how trading would be implemented and why you would want to trade in this game.
It wouldn't make any sense.
Yeah,
Maybe if you bought a skin and it wasn't the skin you wanted, you could trade it to somebody else, but that person would also have to have bought a skin of equal value that they didn't want to buy in order to justify it.
Yeah, it's a lot of stuff. It's like, I would maybe understand if they implemented some sort of rarity system to the clothing you find, like maybe like TF2 style, like you find it unusual, so your hat like has a glimmer to it or something. I don't know, something like that. I obviously don't imagine TF2 unusuals with fucking symbols and shit. But I'm saying like
anything like that.
But I'm talking about unique items that you would want to trade for like whatever reason. You know?
I just don't think this needs a trading system. Like maybe
that's the only way it would work, in my opinion, is if there were items like that. Right now, there's no reason. Why would you want to trade anything in this game?
Yeah, I mean,
there's
trading
nothing to trade.
Also implies that people need to be more friendly in this game, which would imply the use of a hub world, which
like a player economy. Like I guess maybe for player economy. Oh, actually, wait. Let me read the thing under it. It says player-driven resource economy and trading system. So.
I was gonna say, like, if someone went and wanted to be like the chicken gatherer, and they'll be like, yeah, I'll give you this chicken for your quest, but you gotta give me something in return. Or yeah, I got a bunch of these snakes here,
like, would you be more willing to the idea if you could spend gold to buy chicken so you finish your quest faster?
No, I wouldn't want to wait. I would just go get the chickens myself.
Yeah.
I mean, I know there are people who would rather be like, yeah, I just would like to buy a chicken, and that's it. I don't deal with the hassle of going to the island. But I mean, like, that's literally part of the game. It's a mechanic of the game. I know it's like a pain, but like, what do you want? I mean, honestly, I think that the merchant quests should just be like transportation of the item, not go get the item and then transport the item.
Yeah, it should be like, just go from this outpost to this outpost.
Yeah.
Deliver this to this for me. Thank you very much.
And shorten the time from like 5 days to like 2 days. Like a realistic, like, hey, I have someone who wanted to get this tomorrow. Yeah. I need you to leave now. Go take this to the other island.
Like, imagine if it wasn't just animals. If it was like, hey, I have this golden chalice. I need you to give this, to this seller. This guy was buying it off of me, but you need to, deliver it. Basically, UPS on this shit.
Or I have this rare box of teas.
Yeah.
Or these exquisite spices that need to be sent to this outpost. Go now. But
so
also,
you turn them in, you get the gold. But then you could get it stolen, and if you get it stolen, then you just lose the quests, and that's the whole point.
Yeah. Like you could do that quest, which would give you 15,000 gold at least for the exquisite spices, plus the gold and experience for doing a merchant quest. But it's really risky to do a quest that's worth that much because someone could steal your 15,000 gold.
Yeah.
Like your fucking item. I know it's gonna go against what I literally just said about the merchant being a merchant puts less of a bounty on your head if there was a bounty system, so it would punish pirates more if they would attack merchants. But I also want to say that the idea of having a way to gain more gold by doing merchant quests makes sense.
Yeah.
And would be good for the game if they added more variety.
Well, the thing about the merchant quest right now is that they are the only faction quest where you get to see the money reward you get before finishing it.
Yeah.
So that's kind of what balances it right now, but I do get what you mean. But the server's shutting down in 4 minutes, so I kind of want to get through these last two here real fast.
Yeah.
So V is in-game lore, so books, songs, tales, and story quests. I mean, I wouldn't be against it.
I mean, they already have some of that.
But I'm also against. Yeah, I know the books are there, but I'm against it for the same reason I'm against like a main story quest. Like I don't think, like we can open up the world a little bit more, but at the same time I'm not really, crazy about the whole idea.
If they just took like actual pirate legends and actual pirate like mythology and like put it in the books, so like you see a book and you're like, oh, I want to read this book, and it could either be like I could find a mission where it's like I left my stuff on this island if you want to go get it, like the ones that they already have, or it could just be a book that you learn a bit of history, and if you don't have to do that, you don't even have to regard books at all, but if you want to, you can, and you can learn about it. I kind of like the idea. I don't think it should go in depth. I don't think it should be like a story plot, like one main story plot. But I do like the idea of like giving the world some background, so it's not just like you're a pirate sailing on the sea. Here you go. Have fun. As fun as that is. Anyway, last one. Go ahead.
The last one is unique rewards and decor. So collectibles, unique items, and a place to decorate your ship uniquely. And player hideouts. I like the idea of I like the ship decor, so like adding things onto the ship to make it look kind of unique.
Adding things into the ship. I mean, like, yeah, personalizing your ship, I'd be fine with that to a extent. Yeah, I guess like. Yeah, decorating your ship a bit, I would be fine with that. That'd be okay. I would say that, I don't know, like, the other option, which was what was it again?
For collectibles, unique items that you can place to decorate it in your ship.
Like, collectibles that you could put in your ship, would they be able to be stolen?
I would hope not,
Yeah. I would be okay with that idea. If they're not able to be stolen. I don't like the idea of unique items though, because if you start putting certain unique items in, then you'll start making special unique items, and then like there's gonna be
don't fix the ship. What are you doing, dude? We're going down.
Oh, okay.
I got a minute to sink this ship, dude.
I'm gonna get the water out of here.
No, don't get the water out. I got a minute to sink the ship.
We're sailing back, by the way, because the end of the Earth turns us around, so we're sailing back towards.
That's fine. It's fine. I gotta sink. But yeah, that's the last of the thing. That's all. It's kind of how Sea of Thieves is destined to evolve. So it's some interesting content, hopefully in the future of this game. But yeah, I mean, as for now, we get to do shit like this with a minute left.
Oh my god, it's actually going down like the Titanic. Oh my god, it's actually going down like the Titanic. Oh my god,
terrifying. Rare, please add more content, please. Please, Rare, please. We're gonna die, please, Rare. Oh, Jesus Christ, Rare, please, no. Dude, that was perfect timing!
I didn't expect
Anyway, guys, thank you for watching this video. This has been Vanek Studios. Thank you so much, and make sure you subscribe and comment. Give me your ideas, what you want to see in Sea of Thieves in the future. Anything you want to say, Fruity?
Sea of Thieves is a pretty good game. It's a fun idea. I hope that they finish it and flesh it out, and I really want it to be good.
Okay.